Can I give you a hug?
Come on up here.
Nine traffic violations, a judge with the power to impose heavy fines, and yet somehow it ends with a hug? In Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom, something extraordinary happens that reveals a powerful secret to happiness, one that goes against everything we typically expect from our justice system. Today we're diving into how this special moment reveals what truly brings joy, and why Judge Caprio's approach to justice isn't just changing lives in his courtroom, but teaching all of us the secret to genuine happiness that's been hiding in plain sight. When Jesus said, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy," he wasn't just offering nice words. He was revealing a practical formula for happiness that Judge Caprio demonstrates perfectly. Mercy is fascinating because it works like a bird in flight. It needs two wings to soar. The first wing is acts of kindness, and the second is genuine forgiveness. Without both, true happiness remains out of reach. What exactly is mercy in action? It's stepping in to help someone who needs it, even when they haven't earned it. Like when your friend makes a huge mistake, and instead of saying, "I told you so," you're the first person helping them rebuild. But let's be real. Mercy isn't about being a pushover. Many people enable harmful behavior thinking they're being merciful. That's not it. And it's definitely not about pretending everything's fine when it's not. The second wing, forgiveness, is often the harder part. We all know that person who hurt us that we struggle to forgive. But here's the truth. Forgiveness is actually about setting yourself free. Forgiveness doesn't mean what most people think. You don't have to instantly trust again, pretend nothing happened, or even keep someone in your life. It's more about releasing the heavy burden of hurt you've been carrying. Sometimes it happens in a moment, but usually it's a journey, one that leads to the kind of happiness Judge Caprio's courtroom reveals. Let me tell you about an extraordinary example of mercy in action. If you've spent any time on social media, you've probably seen clips of Judge Frank Caprio from his show Caught in Providence. While many judges focus solely on enforcing the law, Judge Caprio has become known worldwide for something different: his compassion and forgiveness. Let's look at one powerful case that demonstrates exactly what I mean.
What are we going to do with you? Look at this innocent little girl, Inspector Quinn. She has 9 violations. 9 red lights and speeding.
My explanation to those tickets, I dealt with a domestic violence relationship. I ate a lot of those ways, running away from somebody that used to chase me with my daughter.
How old is your daughter?
9.
Is she living with you?
Yeah. She's in school right now.
She's in school right now. We are very sensitive to matters involving personal safety, particularly people who are being stalked for whatever reason, and that's very personal with you. So we're not going to get into that at all. So I'm going to now inquire into your ability to pay these fines. So are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a recruiter for a staffing agency.
Okay. And you have one child?
Mm-hmm. I'm a single parent.
I can understand you're going through some difficulty in life, so we're going to try to help you out. There are in this country, in this world, some very generous people and some very compassionate and understanding people. And I receive correspondence from all over the world every week. And many of the correspondence includes checks from people who want to help other people because they have become familiar with the court proceedings here. So I have a correspondence from a individual by the name of Joseph Barras from Kingston, Pennsylvania. And he sent me a check for $100, asking that I use this exercising my discretion, but that I do it by exercising some compassion and empathy. So I'm going to use that $100 to help pay your fine. Your fine is going to be a total of $350. Additionally, I'm going to employ the generosity of a second, and that is the Fields family of Phoenix, Arizona. And they sent me a check for $75. These people are both immigrants, and they want to help someone else who is in need. So we're going to use that $75 check for you as well. And then lastly, I have a check from Casa Mesta, California, from a Zeno Mueller coaching. He sent in a check for $50. So I'm going to use those 3 checks, and that comes to $225. So you're going to owe $125. Okay?
Can I give you a hug?
Come on up here.
What you just saw reveals the true power of mercy. Judge Caprio didn't simply enforce the law. He balanced justice with compassion in a way that restored dignity. This balance is crucial. True mercy doesn't pretend that wrongs don't exist. It acknowledges reality while choosing a compassionate response. The beauty of this approach is how it created connection instead of distance. That final embrace represented the essence of mercy, restoration rather than punishment alone. And here's the amazing part. Judge Caprio's life has been transformed through practicing mercy. Now retired at 88, he radiates joy and purpose. His courtroom videos have touched billions worldwide, creating a legacy that proves showing mercy isn't just something we do for others, it brings profound happiness to our own lives as well. You know what's amazing about mercy? It changes you from the inside out. When Judge Caprio chooses compassion in his courtroom, he doesn't just help the person standing before him. He creates an atmosphere of dignity and respect that transforms everyone present, including himself. This transformation is exactly what Jesus promised when he said the merciful would receive mercy. It's a beautiful spiritual principle that works in our everyday lives. When we release others from judgment, we ourselves experience freedom. When we offer grace, we find ourselves wrapped in grace too. Think about how carrying resentment feels physically. The tension in your shoulders, the knot in your stomach. When you choose mercy instead, your body relaxes, your mind clears. People often report sleeping better and smiling more after choosing forgiveness. It's like putting down a heavy weight you didn't even know you were carrying. The beautiful thing about mercy is that it works both ways. When you're merciful to others, you start being more merciful to yourself too. That critical inner voice grows quieter. You stop being so hard on yourself. You learn to let go of perfectionism. You breathe easier. Look at Judge Caprio. His consistent acts of mercy didn't just help thousands of people who appeared in his courtroom. They gave him a deeper sense of purpose and joy. He embodied Jesus' teaching that it is more blessed to give than to receive. He showed us that when you focus on helping others, your own challenges don't seem as heavy. But mercy isn't just for judges, it's for all of us. Jesus promised this blessing to anyone willing to show compassion. Every day we have opportunities to practice mercy with our spouses when they make mistakes, with our children when they fail, with our co-workers when they fall short, and even with ourselves when we don't meet our own expectations. When Jesus said the merciful would be shown mercy, he wasn't just talking about a future reward. He was revealing a present reality. The mercy we extend creates space for healing in our own hearts right now. This is the transformative power that changes not just individual moments, but entire lives. But how do we actually show mercy in our everyday lives? Let me share some specific practices I've seen transform relationships and bring real peace. Create a mercy minute each morning. Before checking your phone, take 60 seconds to identify one person who needs your compassion today. Write their name on a sticky note or set a reminder with their name. This simple act prepares your heart to respond differently when they frustrate you. Respond to criticism with curiosity instead of defense. When your spouse points out a mistake or your boss gives negative feedback, try saying, "Help me understand your perspective," instead of justifying yourself. This creates space for connection rather than conflict. Consider the 24-hour rule with digital drama. When someone posts something offensive or sends an upsetting message, wait a full day before responding. I've seen entire friendships saved because someone chose to reply with a calm phone call instead of an angry text. Look for small mercy moments in daily irritations. When the cashier is moving slowly, the waiter gets your order wrong, or someone takes your parking space. These are all opportunities to practice mercy. Instead of a frustrated sigh, try a genuine smile and think, no problem at all. For deeper hurts, create a tangible forgiveness ritual. Write down the offense on paper, pray over it, then physically destroy it, tear it up, or bury it. This concrete action helps your brain process the decision to release the debt. Jesus showed us a profound truth about mercy. It transforms both the giver and receiver, freeing us from anger and filling us with peace. Whether showing kindness to a stranger or forgiving someone who's hurt you, mercy changes everything. Our relationships, our peace of mind, even how we handle daily frustrations. Start small. Start today. Thanks for watching. How can you show mercy to someone today? Share in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, real happiness comes from loving Jesus and showing His mercy to others. See you in the next video.